The Law Brothers were amazing. They were there every step of the way and got us $2.25 million.
We'll be by your side every step of the way.
Call us. We're the Law Brothers.
Call 310-777-7777 or visit lawbrothers.com.
Step inside an Infiniti QX50 and you'll find a seat that remembers you and warms you with a push of a button. You'll find a suite of technology tailored to your tastes. But most of all, you'll find luxury that lets you feel infinitely you. Experience luxury like never before in a 2023 Infiniti QX50 at your local Infiniti retailer.
Strong Santa Ana winds could develop and slow your roll. We watch the ride in Acton, Fontana, and DeVore in 5 Live Traffic.
Tomorrow on the KTLA 5 Morning News.
Now at 5, in just moments, President Biden will deliver an address to the nation from the Oval Office about the wars in Israel and Ukraine. Good evening. You're watching the news at 5. I'm Cher Calvin.
And hi there. I'm Courtney Farrell in today for Pedro. Thank you so much for joining us. The president's speech comes a day after his historic trip to Israel to cement the U.S. commitment to the Jewish state and to broker a deal to help Palestinians who are facing a humanitarian crisis.
Now, that crisis grows, as we know, as missiles continue to fly during the war. And right now, Egypt and the United Nations are working to get food, fuel, and water, as well as medical supplies into Gaza at the Rafah crossing. Now, that effort is being slowed, with Israel insisting that the 20 or so trucks are inspected before entering the territory. Roads are also being repaired so the aid trucks can pass safely through the crossing. Humanitarian groups are also pleading for urgency.
Sandra Mitchell joins us live from our KTLA 5 News Center, where she has been monitoring developments in Israel and Gaza. And Sandy, we understand there are concerns about these critical supplies getting into Gaza.
Yeah, absolutely, Courtney. There is no doubt that the people in Gaza need food and water. President Biden yesterday brokering the deal to get the supplies into that area because Israel has been blocking the shipments. Israeli leaders are worried the supplies could be hijacked and taken by Hamas for use by their militants. President Biden echoing that concern when he visited Israel. He said if Hamas confiscated any supplies, then the shipments would end, putting more lives at risk. In his speech just moments away, President Biden is expected to acknowledge the difficulties in getting help delivered for 2 million struggling Palestinians. But he also is expected to ask Congress for $100 billion for Israel and Ukraine and other crises. However, Congress has been paralyzed since Kevin McCarthy was ousted as Speaker of the House. For more than 2 weeks now, Republicans have failed to elect a new speaker. All this as the Israeli Prime Minister and Defense Minister today telling troops the signal to start the ground war is coming soon. Meantime, the U.S. State Department now issuing a global travel warning for all Americans, and that is because of increased tension around the world. Let's go live to the White House now and President Biden.
Point in history. One of those moments where the decisions we make today are going to determine the future for decades to come. That's what I'd like to talk with you about tonight. You know, early this morning, I returned from Israel. They tell me I'm the first American president to travel there during a war. I met with the Prime Minister and members of his cabinet. And most movingly, I met with Israelis who had personally lived through horrific horror of the attack by Hamas on the 7th of October. More than 1,300 people slaughtered in Israel, including at least 32 American citizens. Scores of innocents, from infants to the elderly grandparents. Israelis, Americans taken hostage. As I told the families of Americans being held captive by Hamas, we're pursuing every avenue to bring their loved ones home. As president, there is no higher priority for me than the safety of Americans held hostage. The terrorist group Hamas unleashed pure, unadulterated evil in the world. But sadly, the Jewish people know perhaps better than anyone that there is no limit to the depravity of people when they want to inflict pain on others. In Israel, I saw people who are strong, determined, resilient, and also angry, in shock and in deep, deep pain. I also spoke with President Abbas, the Palestinian Authority, and reiterated that the United States remains committed to the Palestinian people's right to dignity and to self-determination. The actions of Hamas terrorists don't take that right away. Like so many other, I'm heartbroken by the tragic loss of Palestinian life, including the explosion at the hospital in Gaza, which was not done by the Israelis. We mourn every innocent life lost. We can't ignore the humanity of innocent Palestinians who only want to live in peace and have an opportunity. You know, the assault on Israel echoes nearly 20 months of war, tragedy, and brutality inflicted on the people of Ukraine, people that were very badly hurt since Putin launched his all-out invasion. We've not forgotten the mass graves, the bodies found bearing signs of torture, rape used as a weapon by the Russians, and thousands of Ukrainian children forcibly taken into Russia's